Welcome back to Hinkson Christian Podcast.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back. Today we are doing episode 32.
32.
And as you may have noticed from the title, we do not have a guest.
Yeah.
No, Moses is the guest.
Right, okay,
yeah,
sure.
but
Moses is the guest.
Welcome,
not.
Moses.
Yeah,
First time on the show.
Yeah, first time.
Today is the season 2 finale. So just like we did with season 1, we don't have a guest. We're just talking together as a group of 3. So yeah. First, let's get into 2 announcements. The first one being the winner of the t-shirt raffle.
Oh, snap.
Oh my
Can we get a drum roll, please?
Hype.
Let's go.
Wait.
Real
loud.
drum. Okay, let's go.
Wow.
The winner is Mrs. Lissman.
Oh, snap.
Congratulations.
Free t-shirt.
Congratulations. It's yours now. The color of your choice,
Yep.
black or blue.
We'll DM you and the details, yeah.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah. And if you lost, I'm really sorry.
Yeah.
But you can still give us your money and get your t-shirts.
No,
so
so we're selling t-shirts like next year.
we
so.
will
yes.
continue selling t-shirts as long as we're at Hinkson.
1,000
Right.
rubles. That's
Yes.
it. Pretty good price.
Easy.
Now for the second announcement. We thought about this a lot.
A lot.
We had a lot of consideration.
Yeah.
But we are officially ending the podcast.
Like
Yeah.
right here.
Right here today in this episode.
This
It's-
is going to be the last
There
one.
was a lot of debate over like whether we continue next year because some
Right.
people thought we should continue it next year.
Yes.
And we thought, okay, I'm leaving, and so like if we did it, we have to like either like Skype me or just not have me in, and then
Right.
Yeah.
another thing, like it's a lot of work to edit for Charlie
Yeah.
because he made all the editing himself.
That is true.
If you notice how the perfect editing, it's always his fault.
Yeah.
It's my fault that it's perfect.
Yes.
So
Yes.
I'm
Yes.
sorry.
It's his fault. Blame him.
But yeah, Simon's leaving, like you said, and also again, just super busy. It honestly took up every single weekend.
Oh, yeah.
It kind of controlled my life for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was fun. I mean, obviously, we really enjoyed the experience. But outside of the actual recording, just sitting around for hours editing, not super fun.
Right. And
Yeah.
also scheduling with guests, looking for them, and like making the
course.
time for
Sometimes
it.
it was easy. Sometimes it was pretty hard.
Yeah.
But like literally, you become like after like enough episodes, you become machines. Like okay, next episode.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Next guy.
I just kind of like train my brain.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
every week I upload that episode, then it's like, all right, who's next?
Yeah.
Next.
Yeah.
It's fun. The recording was fun. Meeting new people, putting them on in front of a huge audience, fun. It was
Definitely. It was good times.
great. Wonderful times.
The
Good
other
times
thing
come
is,
to end.
honestly, I feel like over time I've slowly started to run out of just passion for the podcast.
Yeah.
I mean, I've always been grateful for it, but eventually I just realized that I'm not enjoying it as much as I used to. And it also seems like not as many people are enjoying it as they used to. So,
Right.
Right.
yeah. And lastly, I would like to spend time doing other creative things and trying new ideas. So,
Like this
Yeah.
guy's trying to be a famous rapper, dude. Okay. He
Yeah,
doesn't have time
exactly.
for this podcast.
Yeah.
I also felt bad dragging Moses here every week.
Well, I mean, it was my idea.
it's
It
true.
was his
and it
idea.
became
Pretty
real.
Pretty
Yeah.
successful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a really successful idea.
Exactly.
So yeah, that's it for announcements. Our final announcements.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're just gonna hop right into comment time.
Oh.
We don't have a first topic.
The last comment time.
The last comment time.
The last
ever.
comment time.
So our
That's
first
sad.
comment. Can you guys guess who it's from? Can you
I can't.
possibly
I
guess?
can't.
I
Nope.
cannot.
Man, who could it be?
This will really surprise you.
Wow, really?
Jonathan Joyce.
Oh, like from him?
Wow.
Dude,
That's
last
crazy.
person I
That's
so
expected.
crazy.
Insane.
But yeah, his question is, will there be a season 3? We
Well,
pretty much answered that question.
yeah.
There is no season 3. I know that there are a decent handful of people that genuinely wanted the podcast to continue. But we hope that you guys understand that we just personally,
Yeah.
we're moving on. So, yeah. Now for the next comment.
Next comment, oh boy. So, Taya gave us like 4 questions and 1
A
comment.
whole slew.
Thank
Right.
you, Taya.
Yeah.
Look at how much content we have.
So much.
Alright,
Exactly.
question number 1. If you could change the dress code, what's the things that you would change? See, I don't care because I'm male.
Yes.
And you're not even
Exactly.
in the school this year.
No.
Yeah.
See, no, we are not the ones with the problem.
Yes.
Really.
Right.
Okay.
As you may have noticed, there is a double standard between men and women.
We're gonna
Oh,
We're
really?
gonna start
Yeah.
all the beef on the
Let's
final
talk
episode.
about that, Charlie.
Let's
Start
talk
all the
about that.
fights.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, I don't mind talking about dress code.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go.
What would I change about it? Just like Simon, I mean, personally, being a guy, most guys don't have any issues with it.
Nope.
Yeah.
No problem.
But clearly, a lot of the girls are not happy with the dress code.
Mhm.
Right.
Yes.
I think I've lost count of how many times Hannah would come home and just complain about how terrible it is.
Right.
True.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've heard from many sources that they feel kind of restricted and that like they're limited to what they can wear.
Right.
And especially with this double standard, it kind of sucks.
It does.
It's not cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just wonder what the deal is because
Right.
I think that it could be pushed a little bit more to the point where there's a little bit more freedom. Obviously, there should be limitations. This exists
Of course.
for a reason.
Yeah, dude.
But sometimes I hear about how restricted it is and how
Right.
sometimes it's just too much.
Dude, in senior room, like, my class goes off.
Really?
Alex, no, I did have one dress code issue in my entire life. On my birthday.
Oh.
Of all days.
Oh, right.
Of course.
My
Of course.
two best friends gave me a panda onesie to match my panda plushie.
Yes.
It was
Yes.
epic.
It was
I'm like,
epic.
you know what? It's my birthday. I'm going to wear it. I want to wear it because it's comfortable.
Yeah.
And
And
like,
I did.
what can people do? Like, it's your birthday. Like,
Right,
yeah.
and then I wore it, and everybody, all the teachers that saw it thought it was really funny. The young
Right.
friend thought it was funny.
Right.
I went to the teacher's lounge in it. Everybody thought it was funny.
Right.
Right? And then I went to the lunchroom.
Mm-hmm.
And then the teacher there was like, onesies are against the rules. And they're against the rules because of my class. Thanks.
Right.
I think part of it was last year when me, Hannah, and Alina.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
their
And
fault.
Zoe.
And Zoe.
All
Yeah,
four
yeah.
of us just
Came
like
along.
casually showed up a couple
It's
days.
completely your fault.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
Yep.
That's the one problem I've ever had with dress code. And that's it. It's not even like my everyday thing. It's just like one time I wore a onesie.
Right.
I guess same for me then.
Yeah.
That one day I came in a Pikachu onesie.
One time.
Sometimes you just gotta spice up your school experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man. But yeah, that's what we would change. Have consistency and fairness amongst genders.
Right. Yeah.
Favorite recent trend? I don't really like recent trends. Is the problem?
Yeah.
I saw this question. I was like, I don't really know what trends there are.
Yeah, dude, I don't pay attention.
Like honestly, I don't know what kind of
Wearing a
trends
mask.
are.
Oh, dude, I love that trend.
Oh, yeah.
It's my favorite.
So yeah, I'm indifferent.
Are you trendy, Moses? Do you like trends?
Dude, Moses is
You
the
think?
trendsetter.
Yeah, he is the trend.
Trendsetter.
You set the
Yeah.
trend. We all.
Oh,
follow you.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Of course I am.
Yeah.
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 I'm
You
the
set
most
the trends.
original.
Yeah, he is
Yeah.
the OG.
Everybody
exactly.
copies you because you're just so cool.
Yeah.
I'm so cool. Next question.
Next question: if HCA could get merch, what would you want it to be? Oh, like new merch, dude. Hinkson
Right.
sweatpants would be lit.
Ooh.
That's what I've been always thinking about. Like, dude, what if
Right.
Hinkson sweatpants? Like, that would be freaking comfortable. As frick.
Personally, I think it's less about the kind of clothes, but like what's on them.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
gonna be completely honest. There have been certain designs where I'm like, oh my gosh, like
Bruh.
who's gonna shell out money for this?
Yeah.
Like I'm just being honest. Like
Yeah.
But there have also been times where I'm like, wow, like that's actually really cool. I wish that there was more. I like how there's original designs every year.
Yeah.
But sometimes they hit. Other times they miss, and they miss hard.
I mean,
Yeah.
dude, sometimes merch misses, you know? It's
Yeah.
fine.
You know what would be great? Having like, for example, just an art class that is like maybe in the secondary school, like
Well, we have
secondary
our
school.
enrichment, yeah.
Yeah, in enrichment, and they would like come out with this crazy, all over print T-shirts where they would make a design like maybe on like the web or like, design it and have it like crazy colors or crazy designs with like
So something more
creative.
like crazy.
Yeah,
basically.
that students come up with.
Here's the thing: selling T-shirts and hoodies is not about like a cool design as much as it is giving the seniors money.
Yeah.
That's what it's about.
The motive
Right.
here is money.
It's money. No, not the money. Giving the seniors money for their trip. That's the
Right.
However, if it's actually a good design, people will probably
Yeah.
buy it more.
goal, dude. The
That's
best,
true.
the best Hinkson merch I own is the one that June and JJ worked on.
Yeah, I
That's
saw
the
that.
best shirt.
So cool.
Yeah.
So cool.
That was
Yeah,
really nice.
definitely.
If y'all watch, great job.
Also, if we were to have like a new type of Hinkson merch, socks would be cool.
Socks.
I love socks.
Really?
Like I know that
I
it
know
might
JJ
seem
likes
kind of random,
Yeah.
but I love socks. They're very like subtle, and it's like the details. When people
Right.
notice, it just makes your heart light up.
I noticed your socks.
Yeah.
I noticed Moses' socks today, and he was like,
Yeah.
"Bruh."
Yeah.
Bro. Anyway,
Nope, like, dude, I think sweatpants would be cooler than socks. Just a little bit. You know what I mean?
it would be comfy.
Yeah.
For sure.
How do you think school/college will function with the COVID limitations?
Right.
Badly. That's how
Yeah.
Right.
Because we're gonna have to do all this distance stuff to keep people from touching each other somehow. I don't know.
I heard a while ago that with the COVID limitations, some schools will start to basically have all the classes in one room. That sounds a little confusing. What I mean by that is you have, for example, the juniors, like my class, we stay in one room and have all of our classes in that room. And then teachers just come and go.
Right.
I think I've heard that like Japan or Korea does that.
Yeah.
Is that true?
Yeah. That's
do?
kind of true, like in middle school, but not in high school.
Okay.
I think.
So yeah, if that's what we end up doing, I don't know how that's gonna go, but
Right.
hopefully it won't be too bad.
It's gonna be jarring. Here's what I'm worried about. I'm making like a bunch of stretches. So if the other classes are like separate and trying not to interact, I don't think the senior room is gonna be a thing.
Yeah.
That's a leap I'm taking.
Right.
Because what's the senior room? It's you just chill and like interact.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because obviously the seniors have classes, so like, but what do they do with all those study halls? Like
Nothing. They sit in the room.
Yeah.
Oh boy, I thought my senior year was bad.
Right.
Oh, sorry, this class.
Well, if things really do go badly, I hope that at least, I don't know, maybe in the second semester they'll go back to normal.
Maybe.
Oh, they have a whole semester of this?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I'm so sorry, class of 2021.
Well, who knows, right? Maybe it might just...
It's speculation. I'm speculating.
It just might work out
I hope so.
good.
We can be hopeful.
Yeah, we can be hopeful.
I mean, you can. All right, that's the last of the... Thank you, Taya, for all the questions.
Thank you so much.
Well, the next question is, oh, wow. Who could it be?
Wait, who is it?
I think it's JJ again.
Seriously?
Wow.
That's
Wow,
crazy.
insane.
And he says, what's your biggest takeaway from the podcast?
The biggest takeaway?
That is a really good
yeah.
question.
Well, how about
Seriously.
the freaking sick close friendships? How about that takeaway?
Oh, yeah, that was great.
That we're going to maintain forever.
Yeah, I think, like, the best thing about the podcast that I, like, learned from it was, like, really talking and meeting with new people and, like, understanding different viewpoints, you know? Like, because when you only have this small group of friends, you really don't understand the whole picture of the whole school.
You don't branch out.
Yeah, and when you meet new people and really get to know them, then you really start to understand, like, oh, yeah, this is part of the school.
That was the original. That's my original vision.
Right.
It's like trying to like take people that people don't usually branch out to and like putting them on the platform.
Help build
Yeah.
more
So,
connections.
build more
Exactly.
connections.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with Moses and Simon. It was really cool to meet new people, get to know people more. And also just more specifically for the three of us, like before this podcast, I mean, we were pretty close, but
Oh, yeah.
it has brought us so much closer over the
Definitely.
past year.
Definitely.
Can't even imagine, dude.
We made this channel July 24th, 2019.
Oh,
So
really?
it's been like a year
A
now.
year. Exactly a year.
Yeah,
Exactly
I think
a
so. So
Crazy.
That's amazing.
So yeah, we've just become a lot closer, and I think it also helps you learn to kind of become more responsible. You know, be consistent with the
yeah,
schedule.
definitely.
Some days it was very challenging to just every day prepare, every
Oh, yeah.
Saturday record, especially for you guys. And I mean Moses, who lives not super close,
Yeah.
having to come here every day.
Definitely.
It's kind of a challenge.
Not every day, every week.
Right, not every
Yeah.
day. Sorry. Every week. So yeah, I think it's helped us learn just to be more responsible and just to stay consistent.
People are like, "Yo, post on your resume. You'll help for college." You
Yeah.
know?
I mean, I
Like,
guess it could.
I
technically.
don't get it, but I
Right.
mean, like,
But also, like, I remember the second or the third episode where, like, we even had guests, and it was, like, the popularity of this podcast was going, like, insane.
Yeah.
And it kind of gave me this, like, more, like, it helped me with, like, speaking out more
Yeah.
clearly. And, like, it kind of helped my, like, public speaking
Right.
kind of skill.
More
So-
confidence in the public eye.
Exactly. So
yeah.
it was really hard, like, the first 3 episodes or 4, but then it got, like, it really, like, helped me to get used to talk to a lot of people. in
Dude,
that sense.
I feel that. Like, I hated how my voice sounded on any microphone before this, and now I'm used to it. Now it's like I'm more comfortable with myself.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, honestly, I think pretty much everybody has that, and you just kind of
Yeah.
have to get used to it. And the truth
Definitely.
is, like, you might criticize your voice, but everybody else, like, they don't think that.
I keep
That's
on telling
true.
this
Like,
information.
you know.
Yeah.
So I remember this moment where we must have been recording either the second or maybe third episode, probably the third. But I was with Moses in the kitchen.
Right.
And he was just
Yeah.
kind of like...
I remember
like,
that.
Yeah. He
Yeah.
was just kind of like, man, like, I don't think we can do this. Like, it must have been our second, maybe first episode. It had skyrocketed to over 200
Second
views.
episode's like shot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
we had over like 200 views, and he's just like basically, it's crazy that this many people are listening, and it's kind of scary to think that, you know, everything you say is being heard.
Yeah, exactly.
So, but yeah, we were able to work through that, and now it's like super chill. This is just what we do.
Definitely.
Yeah,
definitely.
that support on the second episode was wild.
Yeah.
Like that when like everybody caring about it. And like thinking how cool it is.
Honestly, if we didn't get that much support, I don't know if we would have done that many episodes.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And one thing that I've been thinking about a lot is like when we started this podcast, I never thought of it as being like this commitment that I would be doing for like
The year.
a year basically.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, like devoting every single weekend to it. I never could have known. But yeah, I feel like once we started realizing that, you know, people are listening, people care.
And they like it.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
we were staying consistent with the schedule every single Monday, and I basically told myself, like, all right, this is like what I'm doing now, and I need to put this out for the entire year. I need to stay consistent. This is my thing now.
Yeah.
And I don't want to, you know, I'm going to try my best not to make mistakes. I want everything to come out on the right day. I want it to be edited well. I want everything to be just the way I want it. And I'm going to put all the work in. And here we are at 32 whole episodes.
This dude put his soul. He's gonna feel so refreshed not having to put his soul into a podcast anymore.
Yeah, honestly, I will have a lot more free time to just like rest
Oh, yeah.
and live. And like I said, you know, focus on other creative endeavors. So.
Like being famous. Anyway.
Yeah.
Great comment, Jonathan Joyce.
Next one.
Last comment.
All right, so the last comment from Distorted Plays. This is my little brother's YouTube channel where he plays games.
Minecraft.
He plays
Minecraft.
Roblox
Oh,
actually.
he plays Roblox. now?
Roblox.
Yes, is it Roblox or
It's Roblox.
It's
Okay.
Roblox.
See, I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
I'm kind of like a boomer zoomer.
Bazoomer. Bazoomer.
Anyway,
You're a bazinga.
I was about to make that joke, but I refrained myself.
I didn't refrain.
But you did it.
why can only secondary students and teachers be in videos? Why can't elementary students be in videos?
Right.
Honestly, I didn't know that elementary wanted to be in videos. Like,
we didn't get very any elementary suggestions.
yeah, we basically
Yeah.
no elementary asked us.
Plus, y'all too cool and too busy. We can't interrupt your schedules.
Yeah, I didn't
Yeah.
think that y'all thought we were cool enough to waste your time.
Yeah,
like
dude.
this is crazy.
This is your yeah.
I feel
Yeah.
kind of honored that you were even interested.
Yeah.
So yeah, I hope that sufficiently answers your question. All right, so that's it for comment time. Thank you for all the people that commented.
Thank you.
It's kind of weird that this is our last comment time and that's just it. But
That's true.
Feels strange, dude.
yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna miss us just sitting
around
around
in a
and just
circle.
talk.
Yeah.
You know.
So yeah, for our next section, this is something entirely different. We've never done this before, but I thought it'd be kind of cool to look back at the year, look at just some of the numbers that we've pulled in on our channel. So yeah, most viewed video, episode 17 with 355 views.
Yep.
Miss Park and Miss Richmond.
Yeah, if
That's
you know,
it.
you bring in the two most popular teachers.
It's
that's
gonna get
yeah,
all
of course.
views.
So, most liked video, can you guys guess?
It's probably the most popular one.
Right,
Oh,
exactly. Episode 17
Again.
with 27 likes.
27 likes.
That's a lot of likes.
So the
Thanks.
most liked comment was
Yours. Okay. Do you really plug yourself in here?
honestly
He
this
had
reminds
to.
me of that meme with Obama putting a medal on himself.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's you.
But no, I literally went through every single video, checked every comment section.
He did.
And the most liked comment was mine, saying,
Right.
"Pineapple pizza tastes good. Period.
Period.
9 likes.
9 likes.
Well, yeah, of course, because you're doing a controversial opinion.
Like
Yeah.
this comment has more likes than some of our videos. You know what I mean?
I mean,
Like,
that's true.
This is
It's
back,
true.
You're
back in
right.
the pineapple pizza meme on our channel.
Yeah.
So, a while ago, and I actually remembered, we said that we would have the comment winner, the person who commented the most.
I
Right.
wonder who that
And
is.
this might come as a
A
surprise.
giant surprise.
But the person who commented the most is Jonathan Joyce.
Really?
Wow.
With a whopping 33 comments.
Wow.
33.
That's more than how many episodes we have of this podcast.
Actually, yeah.
Yeah.
Charlie counted all your comments.
Yes,
Jay.
I spent like a whole evening just going through every video, just counting
Right.
the comments.
Yeah.
It was a little bit easier than I expected though, because I kind of knew that it would be JJ. So yeah, JJ with 33 comments, that's insane. Thank you for all your support. Thank
Yeah.
you for basically helping Common Time survive.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. The most commented video is episode 2
Makes sense.
with 22 comments.
22
Episode
comments.
2.
This was the episode with Hannah.
Mhm.
She was our very first guest.
That's
Yes.
the one that
Yes.
exploded first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we've had 2 seasons, 16 episodes each, for a grand total of 32 episodes.
Yeah.
That are like 40-ish minutes long.
Yeah, some of them go just
hour.
over an hour.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
that's a lot of content.
It's a lot of
And a
content.
lot of editing too.
Yeah.
So yeah, we've got 105 subscribers.
And 5.
And collectively, with all of our videos, we have over 4,800 views.
Wow.
Dude, we're just 3 guys who are like, hey, let's just talk with people.
Yeah, exactly.
For 40 minutes.
So yeah, I'm pretty confident that it'll reach 5,000 in like the next month or so.
Yeah.
So yeah, season 1 had 17 guests, and season 2 had 21 guests.
Wow.
And so 6 of them were returning, which means they were on season 1. So that means there were 15 original guests on season 2, but that makes a total of 32
unique guests.
unique guests,
Which is
on
great.
the channel.
That's amazing.
Which also happens to equal the number of episodes that we've put out.
So,
So,
I mean,
I think that was kind of cool.
We achieved the
Yeah.
vision.
So yeah, that's it for the numbers that we've pulled in. I just want to like thank you guys for listening. That's kind
Definitely.
of crazy.
Like,
Yeah.
when we first started this, Moses was just like, hey, you want to just make a podcast,
Yeah.
guys?
Sure.
And yeah, it was in the mall. I was just hanging out with Simon, and it was like, man, like,
I want a podcast.
yeah. And Simon was, I think it was, Simon was complimenting on my voice.
Because
like
his voice
usual,
sounds great.
It does sound good.
Like usual, you know. He
Usual.
still compliments me
I
on
do.
my voice, and I was like, yeah, maybe we should just, you know, make a podcast, right? And then Charlie, like, also, like, just was there, and I was like, yeah,
You want to
just join us?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I helped you guys, you know, attain your vision. And the 3 of
Exactly.
us came together to form perfect.
Yeah.
But what I didn't anticipate is like how much support it got.
Oh, definitely.
Like a lot of most of our videos have like average like 150 views,
Mhm.
maybe 200.
Yeah.
And you know,
What?
approximately 5,000 views. That's a solid chunk.
Exactly.
And I mean, in the scope of just like general YouTube videos, it's not a lot.
Yeah.
But when you think of it as the population of Hinkson,
Yeah.
because I mean,
definitely.
honestly speaking, like the only people that would watch these videos
Is
are
Hinksonites.
Hinksonites.
Yeah.
So yeah, when you think about the amount of people that could be interested,
Yeah.
and the amount of people that chose to actually listen, it's pretty
So,
cool.
We got like 355 views on that one episode, and then like
Exactly.
not even close to that many people in the building.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
you're right.
What?
Yeah. You know what was so like cool about like I think it was around season 1 or maybe after season 1, like teachers started to really respect the podcast and really
Yeah.
like they really also liked it, and they would also like one of the teachers said that they actually listened to the podcast with their family and all that.
Yeah.
And it was cool how like it also was able not only like entertain but give like insight to other students but
Yeah.
also to the teachers.
And hearing that was so heartwarming.
Definitely, yeah.
Also, another vision of the podcast was like, because like Dr. Jones said last episode, it's like there's like this
Antagonism.
tension. Yeah,
Yeah.
antagonism. That's what he said.
Antagonism.
Between the admin and the students.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And the one goal of the podcast was to kind of like chip away at that. Just kind of.
Help kind of bridge the disconnect.
So we bring
Definitely.
teachers on, like, oh, hey, and
Yeah.
show how cool they are.
Yeah, I mean, just like you said, you know, a lot of students come to school with this kind of like automatic antagonism
Right.
against the teachers, like they're the villain or something.
Well, because they're giving them work. They don't like it. They're making them
Yeah.
stay up till 3 a.m. doing work.
But the truth is, teachers have feelings.
Yeah.
They're people too.
What?
You know, they have to like wake up every morning and come to school early as
Yeah.
well.
Earlier than us.
Earlier than us.
Exactly.
So, yeah, respect your teachers.
Definitely.
Treat them nicely.
Respect them.
Because they're working hard. Sometimes harder than you. So.
Definitely.
Most of the time harder than
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
Let's be real
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
So yeah. So I can't remember if I said this already. Like, basically our topic today is just
Our journey.
our journey as a whole.
Yeah.
We kind of already talked about it.
Yeah, we've just been talking about it this whole episode. But yeah, there is no like really specific or special topic. We just like to talk about our whole experience over the past year.
Yeah.
As we've been doing for the past who knows how long.
This whole episode is just kind of like a amalgam of things.
HCP rewind.
HCP. Oh, dude, imagine an HCP rewind.
Ah,
Oh, bro.
man.
Also, like you mentioned, you know, with teachers starting to respect the podcast, it was really cool because there were some teachers where like we would invite them, and part of us thought like, I don't know if they'll want to be on our podcast.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And then they said like, I'm honored to be invited. I
Yeah,
was
that
like,
felt so weird.
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Because typically you wouldn't expect that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was really cool to see that they were actually grateful to be on the podcast and that it meant something.
Definitely.
No, we're grateful to get them on the show. I don't think that they got it. Like,
Yeah, we're
like,
grateful for you guys.
We're a lot.
We
more
are the
grateful for
ones.
you.
We are the ones who are grateful for the guests
Yeah.
that actually come to our podcast.
Like we didn't think that it was a possibility to even get people like
Right.
Yeah.
Dr. Jones.
There's this
on
mutual
podcast.
respect.
Yeah,
Yeah,
And
definitely.
I think that all students and teachers should have that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
It was really incredible to like get a compliment like that. Like we're like it's an
Definitely.
honor.
Yeah.
Like that's a huge deal.
We're gonna remember that.
Yeah, I'll remember that for a long time.
Yeah. Because like it's like a different level of like respect when like one of your friends like think it's cool, but when like an adult also like thinks it's cool and they like
wow.
honored to like come up to this like our own this, you know, scramble of makeshift project that we
Yeah.
came up with.
Just recording in Chuck's room.
Yeah, I mean,
Right.
literally, we record in my room.
Yeah.
And we just have like this flimsy little tripod holding
his
up my
phone.
phone.
Yeah.
The microphone is my phone.
Yeah.
Dude, we used to have an even better setup back in the day.
Yeah, we must have brought this up. We probably talked about this on the season 1 finale, but like we said, we used to have like this cajon, like this drum.
Yeah.
And then
It's
we
a box
would,
drum.
A box drum, right.
Yeah.
And we would balance my phone in
Between
between
shoes?
2 shoes.
Yes.
And intertwine our legs around.
Yeah, we would
the-
like kind of awkwardly sit around the drum.
Yeah.
And then after that, we were like, okay, we gotta like.
No,
figure
after
something.
episode 2, we were like, okay, you know what? Let's upgrade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We gotta take it more serious.
We have an actual tripod now.
Wow.
So,
Huge upgrade. Giant upgrade.
one thing that I was thinking of, and I'm just wondering like what you guys think.
Yeah.
Which season do you guys prefer? Which season was like the better season?
I mean, okay, that's hard.
Yeah.
Because this season had like the Miss Park McPherson episode.
That's true.
As a-
and a lot more. Like
And a lot more.
Did we even have any teachers in season 1?
See, I think season 1 is like a lot more iconic ones.
That's true.
Like it has like episode 8, the retreat episode.
Yeah.
That one exploded.
Yeah.
Esther and Tim episode, that one blew the frick up.
Mm-hmm.
We had Anton's episode, Bus to Pluto, his
Yeah.
name
Yeah.
in the script. That's an iconic one.
His
Definitely.
polarizing episode.
Oh yeah.
Polarizing.
Controversy. You had Austin's first Joker episode. That was just a great time.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, and I think, like personally for me, I just enjoyed it a lot more at the time, especially with some of those original episodes.
Yeah.
It honestly felt more like raw. Like there was in the first episode literally no editing.
Nope.
It
Definitely.
was just us. Like
so bad.
the only editing was like the cut between the beginning and the end. You know,
Right.
Just cut out that extra noise.
Yeah.
But everything in between, that was just completely. That was just us.
I remember our first episode, like our most viewed video for a while, and I'm like, it's so bad though.
Yeah.
Like it's not. good.
Honestly, if you go back to the first episode,
It's
it's
so
not
trash.
good. It's not like.
You know what I missed from season 1?
What?
The intros.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We used to like lead with dumb jokes.
Yeah. And one of the episode, I think with Max or JJ, it was like, what if we talk about the intro
For the intro.
for the intro?
No, definitely Max. Max would do that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I
Max
remember
did it
was that
twice.
one.
I mean, Max did it the second time. I think JJ brought it up once.
Yeah.
And then Max was like, "Yeah, we're gonna go meta because we're gonna talk about that intro in this intro."
I remember it used to take so long to get an intro done.
Yeah.
So long. That was the hardest part.
Honestly, I also miss the jokes, but you know,
Oh, there was some
there,
bad.
there were some people that requested musical intro. And I
Yeah.
thought, why not?
Yeah, we could
Like,
do it.
and
so
And most
We did it.
importantly, I won't have to think of a stupid joke
Yeah.
for
We-
every episode.
I mean, we might have to make the guest awkward, like, the
That's
whole time.
true.
Yeah, there were some times where it's like, all right, we're going to record, and then we just spend the first 5 minutes trying to think of a joke.
Bull crapping.
You know?
Yeah.
And it's so bad.
Yeah. Man, those are the days.
Those were the days.
Yeah. One sad thing about season 2 though was the whole pandemic kind of like dragged us down.
Yeah.
So we weren't like able to go full out as much as we did in season 1.
Oh, dude,
But-
we would have had like a perfect little ending.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a whole plan out for like May, you know, just the last quarter.
Oh yeah.
And on Dr. Jones.
We were gonna have Junha on, but then
Yeah.
he
Oh,
left.
Yeah.
So things didn't go to plan exactly. But I think that we came back pretty well, because I was worried for a long time that like, are we even gonna get to finish properly? Are we
Right.
gonna record before Simon leaves? Like, how is
Yeah.
this gonna
Yeah,
unfold? But yeah, I mean, thankfully we actually managed to pull it off and kind of get that last leg of episodes out. And just the way that I wanted to.
At least now, if the lockdown happens again, we'll have finished the podcast.
Yeah. Yeah.
Honestly, that was like
That's
my
it.
biggest issue with the pandemic, was just like, I want to finish my podcast.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's it.
Definitely.
That's the biggest issue, dude.
I don't mind sleeping in and playing video games, but I want to finish the show, you know? Like,
Yeah.
You know, I kind of mind being trapped inside for months, going insane. I kind of mind.
Yeah. What if in the future, when we will be able to meet again, we'll like have a studio, like an actual microphone, an actual like place where like we could do like a full-fledged podcast episode.
Oh, what if
completely
we have like also a video, like we're recording ourselves talking.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like
It's
other
like-
podcasts do.
It's more entertaining to watch and listen.
Like
so it's
cold
not.
ones.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, or Ryan, he goes off the pill, which is what I
Yeah.
brought up last finale.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be pretty amazing.
It would
But
be.
if we did another podcast, it would be independent from the school, in the sense that
definitely.
it would not have anything to do with the school.
Right.
It would just be like whatever we want to talk about, whether it
Exactly.
be like pop culture, you know,
Yeah.
just life, anything.
Dude, here's something I've been wanting to say for 6 months for the final episode.
Wow.
All right, I've been preparing this speech for
All
so
right,
long.
say it.
All right,
Okay, all right.
So when we first started, very first started the podcast, right?
Yeah.
I was hearing all these people be like on phone, like, oh yeah, I was thinking about doing a podcast. Max was like, oh yeah, me and Mason were thinking about doing a podcast.
Yeah.
Juju and some other of his friends were like, oh yeah, we should do Hinkson Communist podcast or
Yeah.
something like
The,
that.
the competition.
And the only thing that made us any different from them is that we like took the idea and put in effort and consistency.
Yeah.
That's literally the only thing different. That's why we succeeded, because we just put in the work.
Yeah.
And so if you have, like, this all started just because you had a random idea.
Yeah.
If you have a random idea and you're willing to put in the effort and consistency, you could do something like this.
Yeah.
Make your podcast. Who's stopping? No one's stopping you.
Yeah.
Get your phone. Get your
Tripod.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be a tripod. It can be your ghetto box shoe
Yeah.
setup.
Exactly.
Doesn't matter. Just
Yeah.
do it. Put in the effort. Put in the work. You'll succeed.
No,
Nothing was
it's-
stopping us. Yeah.
Sorry,
Go ahead.
you go ahead.
Well, okay. Nothing was stopping us, and just from this small idea that we enjoyed and like we really wanted to do it, it just became a thing because we really put in the time and effort.
Right.
Schedule.
But that's
Yeah.
the hard part, putting in the work.
The first step is the idea, which is really important, of course. But then from there, you actually need to take that and then put in all of that work.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, we literally we're doing this in my room. We have a tripod, my phone, and then I use my computer.
Yeah.
And for a while, I used a free audio editing software. Like I
Like-
didn't even spend money on it.
It's
you
it's just all it takes is effort, but no one wants to put in effort, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you have an idea, if there's, and I mean, there's so many more things that you can do other than a podcast. You know,
Yeah, exactly.
if you like creating, whether it be music or art, maybe it's something entirely different. Maybe you just like, you know, making videos or
Playing sports.
just anything.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
if you have an idea or you're passionate about something, I think it's beneficial for everyone to be creative and to just create.
Like if you're sad about the HCP leaving, you could just make your podcast.
Yeah.
What if your podcast was podcast next year? Huh?
Yeah,
Think about that. You could put your ads on the whiteboard.
Yeah. You know.
Oh, I remember that. Every single, like every Monday morning, I would come to school early just to like put in the effort to make it all nice and perfect.
You know what? One of the things I look forward to every Monday lunch was like looking at the whiteboard ad.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
really.
Yeah.
I remember putting the most effort into Anton's. I think it was episode 12.
Yeah.
And I just like did so many cool different things, and I.
Mm-hmm.
And people started adding to our ads.
Yeah, some days
Oh,
people
yeah.
would add to the ads, and I
Right.
was like, man, that's like really
great.
cool. You know?
That's awesome.
It was great to see like not only we care so much about it, but so many other people really care about the podcast too.
Because I will be an adult. I could be 30. I will never forget this experience. I'll have this all
Right.
archived on the internet.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, we're not deleting this channel. It'll
We're
be
not.
here forever.
It's just like a history now.
It's
What
kinda
happened
like-
through 2020?
It's almost like a time capsule. You know?
Yes.
Like, you don't have to listen to all 32 episodes, but, you know, if you were on the show and, you know, 5, 10, 20 years pass, you can go back and, like, hear what you sounded like and the things that you said and what you thought and what your
Yeah.
life was like, you know?
That's cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, in a way, we kind of documented the past year
Mhm.
just of
Yeah.
experiences and
Yeah.
stories and stuff, so.
Man, that's crazy.
Okay, dude, are we gonna end the final episode? I don't want it to end.
This is so
'Cause as soon as we press the stop recording button, it's over.
That's
yeah, I mean,
true.
this is like
over.
it.
Yeah.
This is it. God. Okay, you know what? Leave some comments. Leave some comments. There's no
Please
comment
do.
time, but leave some comments.
Yeah.
I want to read some
You
comments.
know,
That's what I
it's
want.
like yeah.
We had our final comment time, but we'll still be looking forward to your comments on this episode.
Honestly.
We'll still be looking forward to the likes.
Yeah.
You know, it'll be cool if more people subscribe.
Right.
I would
It
not mind
doesn't
that
matter.
at all. It doesn't matter.
It's
Yeah.
over.
But
Yeah.
I'm totally not opposed to
Who
numbers.
knows? Maybe in like 10 years we'll meet again. We'll be like, you know what? What if we just put the season 3? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
No,
maybe. Like when we're all 30 years old.
But yeah, I don't know. Like, I actually don't want to click the button.
Yeah,
Like,
no, I
yeah.
don't want to.
That marks a completely new point in history for my life. You know?
Dude,
That's true.
all of our lives,
Definitely.
all 3 of our lives.
And the school. School is gonna be a little bit more boring now.
Yeah.
Dude, literally the podcast like gave you something to look forward to every weekend.
Yeah.
And every Monday.
Yeah.
I really hope so. I really hope that there were people that genuinely, you know, had their Mondays be just a little bit easier.
Yeah.
That's why we picked Monday.
Yeah,
I remember
exactly.
that's why we
That's
picked
true,
Monday. Because
yeah.
everyone hates Monday.
Yeah.
Everyone.
How can we make Monday less painful?
Well, let's upload some dumb video every week.
Yeah. Man.
I'm just us goofing off. That's it.
All right, well, yeah, I guess that's it.
Yeah.
So,
Dude, this feels so bad.
Well,
thanks to everybody again for all
Yeah.
your support. I'm not gonna forget this experience.
definitely.
I won't either. Like, we really wouldn't be a thing without your support. So thank you for watching.
Mm-hmm.
And I would say see you guys next time, but
Don't.
there is no next time.
Ooh.
Ugh.
Well, we'll see you guys in the school.
We
In
will.
the business day.
We will.
Yeah.
And-
Maybe you guys can, come and give us the bouquet.
Mm-hmm. A
Flowers.
bouquet.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
A
Yeah.
bouquet.
Maybe y'all can buy our shirts.
Yeah.
You can still
Yeah.
buy our shirts.
Yeah.
You know, and even with Simon going to college, I'm sure like he will be visiting.
Yeah.
So we'll still be in school, of course.
Yeah.
We'll still be selling shirts.
Actually-
and our channel will still be up.
Yep.
You can still comment
Mhm.
and like and subscribe. I don't really know if there's a specific way we're supposed to end it. Like, bye.
I don't want it to end,
You know,
Yeah.
like
man. Okay. No, I'm gonna do it. Okay.
Okay.
I'll click the button.
Great.
All right.
Thank you so much. Like, what your views and your comments and your like support is a giant gift that
Yeah.
we'll take with us.
Oh yeah, definitely.
That's it.
This experience really helped shape my sophomore year.
Yeah.
And our friendship.
My
Yeah, our friendship too.
Yeah, it's amazing.
So many things.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
Well,
thank you.
guys for watching.
thank you for that. Yeah.
and
That's it.
bye bye.
All right. Bye.